Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Jack, and today we're taking a look at all 6 of the Angry Birds sets that just came out. I'm going to be talking about a couple of my favorite ones, and I'm also going to be going through all of these birds and pig figures at the bottom. But first, let's just take a look at all of the sets together. Between all of the sets together, we get 5 vehicles, 4 catapults, one of them's built to look like a slingshot, and we get 3 big solid structures. Everything here looks pretty wacky looking, but I think they definitely stayed true to their original designs. At least original designs for what they're supposed to look like from the Angry Birds movie. Now, I didn't do the actual building for these sets, so I can't speak to how difficult or easy they were to make, but none of them look too involved, and I think most kids would be able to tackle these builds. Alright, I can't wait any longer. I just want to talk about my favorite set first, and that is the Pig City Teardown Set 75824. There's a lot happening in this set considering it's not that high of a part count. It comes in at just under 400 pieces and you get a lot of different functions. Now, a lot of the functions aren't too interconnected, but it does kind of look like a Rube Goldberg machine. I think kids would be able to play with this set a little bit more than any of the other ones, and I really like this build for the hot dog stand. This is the only set as of right now where you can get the hot dog bun piece. My second favorite set is definitely the Piggy Pirate Ship. It is by far the coolest vehicle of all the different Piggy vehicles that you can get, and I just really like the design for the ship. It's very wacky and cartoony, the build for the front looks great, and I really like all these printed on board pieces that you get on the sides. These big gear pieces on the side add to the wacky look, and they also have a nice little function. Everything about this build feels very solid, but the coolest part is definitely this wheel function at the bottom. When you roll the ship on the ground, it makes the propellers spin and also the oars row back and forth. There's a couple other sets here that I really like, and I really like that big destruction function for King Pig's castle, but I'm not going to talk about every single set for this little overview, and I really want to get into these figures. First off, I'm going to say that everything here looks aesthetically very good. None of the figures here are actually repeats, except for maybe a single pair, and even then it's only sort of a repeat. Leonard from the Piggy Pirate Ship set and the King Pig are actually the same figure, except of course the King Pig comes with a crown and this custom cape piece. But other than that, every single figure is actually different. And yes, this does include the reds. They all have slightly different expressions. Was it totally necessary to get different expressions on all these guys? Probably not. But it's kind of nice to see that the designers went through a little bit of extra trouble to make you feel like you're getting your own unique Angry Birds in any of the sets. But I've got one more thing to say about these Angry Birds and pigs, and that is that they kind of almost look a little bit too accurate. It's a strange thing to complain about, but generally they don't actually look like they're Lego. The piggies have minifigure arms, but that's just about it. The only other thing that really makes them Lego is that items can fit in their hands and that their feet can fit on the pegs. I mean, I can see why the designers made them look so accurate, but if you had the birds set up on a display without any Lego pieces around them, I'd say a decent amount of people might not even suspect that they're Lego. I'd actually like to know your guys' thoughts and opinions about this. Am I being a little bit overcritical about this? Or do these new figures look just a little bit too accurate? I guess it's a little strange that my biggest criticism is that the figures look too good. But anyways, let's take one last look at all of these sets together. I like the wide variety of colors used in all these sets, and the wacky shapes of these vehicles and structures. So my final parting thoughts for all of the Angry Birds sets is that the Pig City Teardown set is the coolest, it's got the best destruction functions, and they're actually so good and creative I wish that they had sort of branched them out a little bit more into some of the other larger sets. We could have gotten some other really cool functions. But other than that, the theme works really well on the whole, and I'd really like to know what you guys think about it. You can leave a comment in the section below, let us know what you think is your favorite Angry Birds set, and other than that, this video is now over, so thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoy our content, feel free to subscribe, and we will see you next time at BrickVault.